If you're a flaky friend, then you suck. You're the worst. And you need to get yourself together. And you're a bad friend. Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. My name is Cameron. I was really excited to talk about this topic because it was weighing heavily on my heart. Kind of touched on this in my The Truth About Friends in Adulthood video that I did like a month and a half ago. This video is going to be me expounding on the topic of flaky friends because I'm sure a lot of us have dealt with a flaky friend, because I know I have. I don't know if in my past I've just attracted friends who they just don't have consideration for other people's time. So I've had like 5 friends flake on me before, repeatedly. This topic is weighing so heavily, so we got to get into it. So before we get into this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share the video, and turn on post notifications so you be notified whenever I post a new video. So without further ado, let's get into this video. So the topic of flaky friends is something that I feel very, very strongly about because it's something that just gets on the deepest part of my nerves. If you're a flaky friend, let me just say this now. If you're a flaky friend, then you suck. You're the worst. And you need to get yourself together. And you're a bad friend. You're not even a friend. You're not even good enough to be put in the friend category. Let me define flaky friend. Your flaky friend is if you cancel on plans last minute without a good excuse. You're a flaky friend. And you do that more than once. You're a flaky friend. And you're the worst. And you don't deserve any friends if you're like that. You need to get it together, then you can have friends. I just have to talk about this because I know a lot of you guys can relate to flaky friends, because I know there's a lot of flaky people out there. This world is full of flaky people who don't do what they say they're going to do, people who do not follow through. If I say I'm going to do something, then I'm going to do it. If I said I'm going to come somewhere, even if I didn't want to go, I'm going to go. Because sometimes you gotta suck it up and go places, even if you don't actually want to go. Sometimes you just have to go. But if we're talking about friends, why wouldn't you want to hang out with your friends? It doesn't make sense. If you have a friend and you don't want to hang out with them, that's not your friend. Flakes, they're just extremely annoying and they're the worst. They're not the worst type of friend, but they're up there for sure. And y'all really just need to get yourself together because you guys suck. You suck. You guys talk about making plans, or if it's a group, maybe it's just not the two of you, it's a group. You guys talk about making plans, everybody agrees to it, and then they bail or flake last minute. Or sometimes they don't say anything at all. Say it's a group of 3 or more of you, and you guys say you want to do something, and they don't ever say anything at all. It gets closer and closer to the day, and they still don't say anything. And then you text them. It's like, hey, do you want to go? And it's like, they still don't say anything. Or it's like, oh, no, I'm not going. Well, why did you just say that to begin with? If you don't want to do the activity that we want to do, just say that. Now, I know some people, a lot of people, most people probably are like severe homebodies and they love nothing more than to be at home and to lay in their bed and not do anything. And I get it. I used to be one of those people. I used to not like to go out. I used to get excited when plans would get canceled. And I know people that are like that now. They get extremely excited when plans get canceled. I get it. I'm a little bit of a homebody. I don't like to go out all the time, and I don't like last minute plans. Definitely not. I'm still an introvert, but I'm a social introvert. That's what I realized. And I like to go out. I like to hang out. I like to have fun. When I make plans with my friends, I actually get excited, actually want to go, genuinely want to go. And then if they get canceled, I genuinely feel disappointed. I actually enjoy spending quality time with my friends. I just find that weird if people who don't enjoy spending quality time with their friends. Again, it doesn't have to be all the time, but at least like once a month. Is that too much? Once a month? Because where I am now, like early 20s, like I don't have any kids. None of my friends have kids. I'm not married. None of my friends are married. I don't have like a full-blown career. None of my friends have a full-blown career. So it's like, we not that busy. Not so busy that we can't make time for each other. We can't hang out. So for you to just be flaking on plans left and right, it's just because you're so much of a homebody. It's just, I don't really need friends like that. So really, I've just come to a point where I'm so over friends flaking on plans. I'm so over people canceling last minute. I'm so over people changing their minds 20 minutes before we're about to go out. I'm so done with that, and I don't have time for it at all. And I'm not like a witch. I completely understand if something comes up last minute or there's some type of emergency, family emergency that happened, then it's completely out of your control. You weren't planning it, you weren't anticipating it, and you have to tend to that first because, of course, like family comes before friends, depending on the type of family you have. I get that for sure. Like, you don't even have to explain because I understand that. Some people just say, hey, sorry, can't come, and give absolutely no explanation. And I get it. Like, I'm not anybody's mom. You don't have to explain your life to me. But it's like, if we're friends, genuine friends, you would think you would say something. Because you just say, hey, sorry, can't come. You're like, you just leaving us hanging. And we thought that you were going to come this whole time, and we were hoping you were going to come. And then you're just like, no, not going. So when you say that, my head immediately goes to, okay, so you never really want to go in the first place. You were never planning on coming. You were planning on just like dangling the carrot, like, oh, I'm not gonna tell them that I don't want to go until the last minute. And so that way they have no excuse but to just take it and just accept that I'm not going. They can't try to convince me because they're already probably getting dressed about to go out. So it doesn't even matter. And that's what I don't like. And then you have the people who do give an explanation as to why they're flaking, and it's dumb or lame. And it's like, you hear the excuse and it's like, did you not know that when we were making the plans? If you had something else to do, why didn't you say that? Like, there have been times when my friends want to do an activity and I don't want to do that. And I'll say, no, I don't want to do that. Like, they can still do it, but I don't want to do that. That's not my thing. I'll say that. I'm not just gonna leave them hanging thinking that I'm gonna come and then bail out the last minute. I don't do that. And I've never done that. And I'm never going to do that. So I think I maybe take it harder than maybe like the average person about like flaky friends, is because I'm a Capricorn, and we're like, Capricorns are super, super big on like planning things and having structure and having like a laid out plan. So when people like derail from that, or people like flake out at the last minute, I guess it makes me feel like you're disrespecting the plan, and you bail at the last minute. It completely messes up the plan that I had in my head, and the flow and the vibe of how I thought the night was gonna go, or whatever activity that we were gonna do. Like, I literally cannot stand people who flake on plans last minute, and flake on plans last minute with a dumb excuse. Flaky friends are literally one of the most annoying friends to have, because if you're a flaky person, a flaky friend in particular, it speaks to a unreliability about you. Do not have time to be friends with people who are unreliable, who I can't count on, people who I gotta be on pins and needles whenever I make plans because I'm not sure if they're gonna bail out at the last minute for no reason, or for some dumb reason. No one wants to have a friend who they aren't sure that they can count on. I literally have friends who I make plans with them and I can feel it in my gut. I can feel it at the bottom of my soul. I'm thinking they're gonna cancel. I know they are. And I'm not trying to manifest it, but like, you just feel, it's a feeling, it's my intuition. It's like they're gonna try to cancel. Again, for people, I don't want people to get confused. It's people who flake with no excuse or a dumb excuse. It's not if they have a good excuse. It's not if it's an emergency or something happened that they had to tend to. I'm not talking about people like that. I'm talking about the people who cancel last minute with no excuse or a dumb excuse. Those are the flaky friends. And what really hurts me more than anything is when I pick out a super cute outfit to wear and then the plans get canceled and now I have nowhere to wear it. That hurts me to my core more than anything else. The big question is how to deal with flaky friends. So, just really cut them off. I've recently come to the point in my life where I'm so done with trying to foster friendships with people or maintain friendships with people who are not on the same page as me as far as hanging out and having fun. The only way to strengthen a bond between two people is to spend time together, hang out together, be in each other's company, be in each other's presence. And I can't be the only one who wants to do that. I can't be the one who wants to hang out and do group activities and do fun things, and you're the one always trying to stay at home under the covers and be asleep. We're just not compatible if that's what you're trying to do. I'll give you 2 times to flake. Any friend that's gonna be in my life from now on, I give you 2 times to flake. After that, you're getting a demotion, or I'm just gonna cut you off altogether. And when I say demotion, I mean like, you might have been my friend. If you flake with me more than once, you're gonna get demoted to a sub friend or an acquaintance. Like, you're no longer like a friend. You're demoted. And that might sound harsh, but again, like, I don't have time to be friends with people who don't want the same things as me as far as hanging out. If both times you flaked were last minute with no excuse, then I'm really done with you. You're getting cut off. And we're more than likely never gonna hang out ever again. Of course, if you're a person who has a flaky friend or flaky friends, you can just ask them why they're flaking, why they keep canceling on the plans, what's up. And maybe it's something serious. Maybe they are going through something. And then, of course, if it's that, you can talk to them and try to help them through it and be there for them. But if it's not anything serious, if they're not going through anything, they just flake because they thought they wanted to go, and then at the last minute decided they didn't want to go because they're a homebody or because they just didn't feel like going out. Like, that's not good enough for me. That's not a good enough excuse. You can really decide if you feel like keeping them around or not. So basically, moral of this story. You're a flaky friend, you're the worst, and you need to do better in life. And if you didn't want to hang out, if you didn't want to take part in the activities that we said, all you had to do was say that. And nobody's gonna get mad, nobody's gonna care. Or if you're just too busy, probably doing nothing though, just say that. Like if you have something to do, just say that. And then I forgot to mention, like sometimes with some friends, like they're flaky. So like you make plans like a month in advance so that they know like, okay, on July 29th, we're gonna be doing this. So you make the plans on like July 1st. I've read that you can't really do that with flaky friends because either like they'll forget or they'll make plans for that day because they forgot or because they don't want to do it. So then they'll act like they forgot. But you can't do it last minute either if they're a homebody because you know homebodies and last minute plans, it doesn't go together. So you got to do it like at least or at most like 2 weeks before because anything before or after that is probably like tricky. You can't do it. From now on, I really just want friends in my life who we don't need to be extremely compatible as far as like how often we want to hang out, how often we want to see each other. Because again, it doesn't need to be a lot, but it can't be barely ever either. Because I'm the type of person, one of my top love languages is like quality time. And that's not just for romantic, that could be for friends and family too. So if we hardly ever see each other, we hardly ever hang out, we don't converse that often, we're just not in each other's presence that often, there is no way that we could ever be close or really ever form any real connection with each other because you don't want to hang out, but I do. It's not gonna work like that. I need friends who want to go out, want to have fun. It doesn't even need to go out, just hanging at each other's houses. It doesn't need to be going out somewhere. People who genuinely just want to spend time, spend quality time, just want to hang out, have fun, make memories. People who, if they make plans, they follow through and they actually come and show up. And if something happens, something comes up that was out of their control, I understand that. But friends who don't disrespect me and disrespect the plans we made by saying, "Oh, sorry, I can't come." That's just so rude to me and it's disrespectful, I think. And I don't do well with disrespect. It's the Capricorn again. If I feel disrespected by you, then you're like almost dead to me at that point. If you have a friend who flakes on you more than once with a stupid or lame excuse, you're obviously not that important to them. And your friendship doesn't mean that much to them. I go on and on about how much I don't like flaky friends. And again, like I said in the beginning, like I've had like five flaky friends in my life. Maybe they weren't consistently flaky, but they've flaked on me at some point in the friendship. It just like didn't sit right with me. And I haven't had like a whole bunch of friends in my life, so that's saying something. I'm over it. I'm not gonna put up with it. I'm really not. I'm too old for that. And I'm not that old, but I'm too old. I'm too old to put up with people who are not on the same page as me. Like, we're not in middle school no more. If you say you're going to hang out, then hang out. If you don't want to, then say that. If something comes up, you don't feel well, you get sick, say that. Just have respect. If I'm your friend, show that you have respect for me and our friendship. That's all I say. I need to surround myself with better people. I need to surround myself with more like-minded people. Again, if you're a flaky friend, you're the worst, you suck, and you need to just be by yourself and not have any friends and leave everybody alone. If you're a flaky person, that's really the moral of the story. That's really the key to this story. This was probably like my favorite video, like topic that I've ever talked about on my channel. I felt very strongly about this. I felt very passionate about it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm probably not gonna do a part 2 because I don't know. I think I said everything that needed to be said. That's it in my video. I hope you guys liked it. If you're a person who's dealt with flaky friends, let me know your experience down below. Or if you're a flaky person yourself and you are watching this video, let me know down below why you're so flaky. Why do you always flake? And what's the psychology and mindset behind it? Because I need to know. Because it's really the worst thing. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, share the video, and turn on my post notifications so you're notified whenever I post a new video. I love you guys so much. You made it to the end of this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.